Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. We have started a topic that is loops in C. In the previous video, I have discussed about the for loop. If you guys haven't seen the video yet, the link is in the description. You can check that out. Now I have divided this video into two sections. In the first section, I'm gonna discuss about the rest of the loop, that is while loop and do while loops in C. And in the last section there is something interesting, so for this you guys have to see the video till the end. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Now let us first see the while loop. The syntax for the while loop is that first there will be the while, and after that there will be some test expression, or you guys can say condition. If the condition is true, then the statement for the respective while loop will execute. In the beginning of the while loop, the test expression is checked first. If it is true, code inside the body of the while loop is executed, and again the test expression is checked, and the process continues until the test expression become false. Okay, now here in the flow diagram you guys can see that firstly the test expression will be checked, and if it is true then the body will execute. Otherwise, if it is false, then the expression will exit the while loop, and this will continue until the expression become false. Now we will see a program for while loop. Now in this video we will see how we can print up to n natural numbers using the while loop. Okay, firstly we will have to write the preprocessor stdio.h, then the main function. Now inside main function I have initialized two variable I of integer type and n that has been initialized to 1. Okay, next there will be a message that will show that enter a positive number. Okay, now scanf will take the value for this %d, the type specifier, now here comes the while condition. The condition is that if n less than equal to I, printf %d n plus plus, that is the increment operator. Okay, return 0. Now what if I compile the program, enter a positive number, for suppose I enter 15. Okay, now here you guys can see that it is showing the result from 1 to 15. So what is happening here? Firstly we have initialized two variable of integer type I and n, and have initialized the value of n with 1. Okay, next there is a message to show that enter a positive number, then scanf will take the value for the message, that is I. Now here is the while, and the condition for while is that if n less than equal to I, then printf %d n, that means it will print the value of the n, and again after that it will increment the value of n. So after incrementing, it will again check the value for n and I, and it will continues until the value of the I the value of the n doesn't matches with I. Okay, now let us see the do while loop. Basically in C, the while loop and the do while loop are almost similar. The only difference between them is that in while loop the expression is checked first, but in do while loop the loop body is executed once first and then the condition is checked. So the do while loop is also known as exit controlled loop and the while loop is known as entry controlled loop, as the condition is checked before the entry inside the loop body. Okay, now let us see the syntax for the do while loop. It is almost similar. First here it is the do and then the code body, and after that the while and the test expression. Okay, we'll have to remember one thing: after the end of the while there will be a semicolon in do while loop. Okay, now here in the flow diagram you guys can see that the firstly the body of the loop is executed once and then the test expression is checked. Okay, now if it is true, again the body of the loop is executed and it continues like this until the test expression is false, and after getting the text expression as false it will exit the loop. Okay, now let us see the program. If we take the previous example, sorry, the previous program, now if we change something like firstly we need to write do, and after the body of the loop we'll have to write while n less than equal to I, semicolon, and then compile it. Okay, now enter a positive integer. Okay, now if I enter 5, you guys can see it is showing us the result 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, done. Now if I entered the value as 0, now here see the result is giving as 1 because we have initialized the value of n with 1. Okay, but as we have given the positive number of positive integer is 0, the loop executed once, so it is showing the value of n is 1. After that it terminated the condition, that is n less than equal to I, 1 is not less than or equal to 0. That's it. Here come to an end of the first section of the video. So we have completed our all three loops, that is for, while and do while loop. Now guys, each and every one of us know what is going on throughout the internet. Yes, I am talking about so guys, I am not here to tell you guys who we know this or why we know this famous for. I am here to tell you what is Binod in C. So no need to worry guys, there is nothing like Binod operators, Binod function, etc in C. So like previously we have learned about nested if-else statement. Here we will use the nested form of loop to print some pattern. So basically I have taken here Binod as a keyword, so whatever you want you can print, like ABC 1 2 3 or any kind of special character, whatever you guys want you can print. So firstly I will write the program and later on I will discuss what has been written inside the program.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, after hours sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries as we'll fall down. Let's take it slow, where you go I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine.
Now let us compile the program. Enter number of rows you want to print. For suppose I enter 3. Okay, now what has been written here inside the program? Firstly, inside the main function we have mentioned 3 variables of integer data type, and after that here is a message that shows enter number of rows you want to print, and this value will be taken by k. Okay, now here comes the do, and inside the body of the do, here you can see there is a for loop, and inside the body of this for loop there is another for loop. Now firstly, as we have taken the value of k is 3. Okay, now the condition for while is I less than equal to k, that means I will be less than equal to 3. Now here for the first time inside the for loop, the I is equal to, we have initialized the value of I with 1. Okay, now the condition is that I less than equal to k. So as 1 is less than equal to 3, the body of this for loop will execute, and inside the body there is another for loop. Now what is that for loop? Inside this for loop we have initialized the value of j equal to 1. Okay, now the condition is j less than equal to I. Now the value of I is what? 1. So value of j is also 1. So this condition is true, so it will print the value. Okay, and again it will increment, after that it will increment the value of j. Now the new value of j is what? 2, but the condition is not true. Okay, so the loop will terminate, and again here comes the for loop. So after executing for the first time, the value of I will be incremented, and now the value of I is what? 2. Okay, now as k, value of k is already 3, 2 again less than equal to 3, so this for loop will now execute. Now previously we have seen that the value of, currently the value of j is what? 2. As the value of I is now 2, so this condition is true, and here it will print the value of j for 2 times, and again after printing it will increment the value of j. Now after incrementing, the value of j is here what? 3, so it will does not satisfy the condition, and again it will terminate the loop, and again after coming here the value of I will be incremented, and the value of I is what now? 3. Now again 3 as equal to 3, this for loop will again execute and print the message. Now this for loop is basically for the number of rows, and this for loop is for the number of element in each rows. Now if I for suppose enter 10, now you guys can see here that the pattern is gradually increasing until there are 10 elements in the 10th row. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 10th.